We have a few members making their way to their seats. They were helping out the doors. At this time to start our ceremony, I would like to invite our senior member, Gina, to come forward to sing the national anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proofs through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Beautiful, Gianna. I think we can all go home now after that. I think we're going to talk now. I do want to make a special mention of each group that's here tonight and give a little context for National Honor Society. I'll be talking more than once tonight, so by the time I'm done, hopefully everything will be made clear. Special welcome to our senior members who have been working so hard all year, and not just for National Honor Society, but in everything they do. Anytime you turn around from this school, you'll see one of them, or 10 of them, or 40 of them doing something. And they've just had an amazing year. The juniors, just starting to meet them, just starting to get to know them, very excited. Most of you probably know, some of you might not know. I don't get to vote on who becomes a member of National Honor Society. Mrs. Klimek doesn't get to vote, so we just get the sweet surprise of being able to work with you and guide you through the year, and it's such an honor to be part of that. I want to welcome the parents tonight who came out, parents and grandparents, uncles, cousins, brothers and sisters, family and family members and friends who came to support their students. We're always so happy to see you and meet you. And we also have several members of our faculty and staff here tonight. Mr. Thomas from Central Administration as Assistant Superintendent coming back to visit his former building principal fame. And also Lisa Contessa from the Board of Education. We're very glad to welcome them here tonight. Thank you for your time coming out. And at this moment, I would like to invite Mrs. Heather Klimek to the stage just for a moment. Mrs. Klimek just started working with me this year as co-advisor. We've been talking in the mornings, her classroom is close to mine, and I felt she just absolutely had the right personality and spirit for National Honor Society, and she's just going to be a tremendous asset to the program and working with the students. And so far, she has proven that in spades as she's learning the ropes. And I know she just wanted to say a few words to you tonight.
Hello and welcome. I would like to thank Mrs. Andrews, the administration, and Mrs. Morgan for the chance to be part of the National Honor Society. Over the past several weeks, I've had the opportunity to work alongside Ms. Morgan, learning the details of the National Honor Society and observing the amazing accomplishments of the senior class. The students truly did a remarkable job. Over the next year, I am excited to learn more about the organization and assist the members as they embark on their final chapter here at High School East. Congratulations.
And at this time, I'd like to invite Mrs. Andrews to the stage, our building principal. She's been so supportive this year, provided so much guidance and so much wisdom as we plan our programs throughout the year, and she has some words to share with you as well.
Thank you, Mrs. Morgan. Good evening, parents, families, and friends. I just want to welcome you all and 2023 inductees to the National Honor Society. Congratulate you. I want to start by thanking Mrs. Morgan and Mrs. Climack, the co-advisors of the National Honor Society, for planning this special evening tonight. I'd also like to thank Mr. Thomas and Mrs. Contessa for attending on the behalf of the Board of Education and Central Administration. Next, I would like to give a special congratulations to all of the National Honor Society inductees. This is the most prestigious honor received as a high school student. You not only achieved academic excellence, but have shown strong leadership skills and are community service minded. You make High School East proud. Take this prestigious honor today as an opportunity and challenge to truly live by the Raider NHS motto, striving not to be honored, but to be honorable. Continue to lead a life of leadership and service to others and recognize the personal growth and fulfillment you will receive in return. Congratulations, 2023 inductees, and enjoy this special evening planned. Congrats, guys.
Thank you, Mrs. Anders. You're a little taller than I am, apparently. That's all right. Thank you. We brought to you tonight a guest speaker that I'd like to introduce to you. She is our current Teacher of the Year for the year 2022-23. I think the only person surprised that she was Teacher of the Year was herself, Mrs. Jennifer Pizzini. But I want to tell a little story as we're applying. There's nothing she loves more than a little story. But I just want to say, as I first started to get to know Mrs. Pizzini, I had not been working in a school for long, but she was the National Honor Society advisor at that time. And she was welcoming another child. It was time to hand over the reins, and she handed them over to me. What a training I got. She did such an amazing job. This is what she does with everything she does. She puts her whole heart into anything and everything she does, and I'm so happy to welcome her here tonight as your guest speaker.
Well, thank you so much. That was a wonderful introduction. So, I would first like to extend a congratulations to tonight's inductees, as well as for the current members of the Raider chapter of the National Honor Society. You guys have done so many wonderful things for our school, and even though you guys are moving on, we're going to be back here next year, and your mark has been made. I really, truly believe that, so congratulations, and thank you so much for all that you do. This is, as Mrs. Anders said, the most prestigious honor that you can achieve here at High School East. And it is due to your hard work and dedication that you have been selected to be a member. I would also like to thank Ms. Morgan and Mrs. Climack for inviting me to be tonight's speaker. I feel so honored to have this opportunity to celebrate with you tonight. What makes it extra special for me is that I too was a member of the Raider chapter of the National Honor Society when I was a senior at High School East, like a few years ago. And as a side note, how everything kind of comes full circle, she may not remember, but when I was inducted to the National Honor Society, like I said a few years ago, Mrs. Micah was our guest speaker. So her son is being inducted tonight, and I remember when you spoke for us, and it meant so much, and like I said, that's why I'm just so honored to be here. This year I was elated and truly humbled, to say the least, to have been selected by my peers as our school's Teacher of the Year. Here at East, I have the privilege of working with the best educators, administrators, parents, and students, inspiring me to be better and to do better every day. I'm a proud East graduate, and I'm honored to have established myself as an educator in the place that played such an important role in preparing me for my future endeavors. I attribute so much of my success to my experience as a Raider, motivating me to provide the same for today's students. So I really wanted to stand up here in front of you and talk about how I always wanted to be a teacher, and that was my lifelong goal. But in all honesty, being a teacher wasn't always at the forefront of my career goals. You know, goals, they're funny sometimes. I know that as juniors and seniors in high school, you are inundated with that term. Post-graduation goals, career goals, summer goals, life goals, relationship goals, squad goals, etc. We are in this constant state of goal setting for every aspect of our lives. But the question really is, how do we formulate these goals? So much of our time every day is spent evaluating our own self-worth based on other people's scales. We're constantly scrolling through other people's highlight reels, feeling as though we are in some way falling short of life's goals and expectations. You are all dedicated, hardworking, intelligent young men and women, and I'm sure that it's really easy to get caught up in the pressures and expectations of the future. I know that I did. All of the, well, you're really smart, so you should do this, or the, you're too talented to settle for that mentalities can totally begin to dictate the choices and the decisions of, where do I go from here? When I thought about possibly pursuing a career in teaching, I felt that it was a good platform for me to share my passion for biology with future generations. I loved the thrill of being in school again. As a student myself, I was always involved in a variety of activities, from athletics to community service organizations. So it was really no surprise to me that as soon as I stepped back into high school as a substitute, I knew this is where I was supposed to be. You see, as a biologist, I should have known that teaching was in my genes. My science jokes don't get better than that. I was fortunate to grow up in a home with both parents who were dedicated educators themselves. I've always known the value of good education. As a child, my parents modeled hard work and dedication to their craft. They made it their mission as educators to instill in their students, as well as their own children, the importance of the gift of a good education. I can still hear my dad saying, education is the only thing that can't be taken away from you. And it's because of this that I consider myself a lifelong learner and continue to broaden my areas of knowledge. So 18 years ago, I got my first job as a biology teacher at my alma mater. I was flooded with so many different emotions. I loved my time at East, and I was truly grateful to the incredible educators that were a huge part of my success to that point. But I was also a little bit anxious to be their colleague, not wanting to disappoint them. I was also super nervous about other people's perception of my choice to become a teacher, as it really wasn't a career path that I had initially planned to pursue. I can now vividly recall the first few days of my teaching career running into my AP literature teacher, and he was so excited to see me back at East. He told me that the greatest disservice we do for our students is to tell our best and brightest ones that in order to be successful, you need to become a lawyer or a doctor or an engineer. He said, we never tell the best of the best to pursue teaching, but our students deserve the best of the best, and I know that they will get the best from you. I've carried that compliment with me for my entire career, and it still to this day motivates me to give to my students the best of me.
every day show them that education can unlock so many amazing opportunities and open so many doors for a happy and fruitful future. All of these years later, I have never once second-guessed my career choice. I truly take pride in the job that I do every day. As an educator, I feel I have the ability to promote growth of the whole student and not just focus on their academic needs. I hope to impart on my students that being a person of strong character and demonstrating kindness, compassion, and dedication will help them to achieve any goal that they set their hearts to. I hope and I'd like to believe that my daily lessons extend beyond the realm of biology to teach my students more about being problem solvers, leaders, innovators, and productive members of our community. Over the years, I've learned that my title is way bigger than teacher. I've become a cheerleader, a support system, so that they know regardless of what they set out to do, they have the resources and the skills to be successful. I like to think that I'm a safe space for students that are in a critical period of self-exploration. High school is only the beginning of their journey to self-discovery, and I love that I can be there to help them, to guide them in any way that I can. So in closing, my hope for all of you is that we will listen to your inner voice and allow passion to catalyze the creation of your goals and aspirations, not pressure or expectations. Give yourselves grace. Breathe, smile, enjoy the sunshine, prioritize health and happiness. Do what you love and love what you do. Be open-minded, be flexible. A change in plan is not a failure. Don't be afraid to write your own definition of success. I love the saying, live a great story. Your story is yours. Fill the pages however you see fit. And regardless of where life takes you and what goals you achieve, we will always be so ridiculously proud of you. Two things to always remember. There is nothing greater than a Raider, and you will always have a home here at High School East. Congratulations to all of you, and best wishes in the future.
Thank you, Mrs. Bazzini. We really appreciate the time that you took tonight to be here with us tonight, and I know the impact you've had on so many students in our school and so many of the students who are here tonight. At this point, we're moving into closer to the actual official induction process. So I just wanted to explain a little bit about National Honor Society and how the ceremony works and some of the accomplishments from this year. The officers later will be explaining some of the characteristics of National Honor Society, but many of you are probably aware that it involves leadership, it involves character, service, and scholarship. And any of the students here tonight evidence that in everything they do. It is a competitive selection process. The students who are selected are generally very, very involved in extracurricular activities. They have multiple hours of community service every year, and they're also exhibiting leadership in formal roles and in informal ways throughout the day. They also try their best to uphold high standards of character, and it is an honor to work with them all the time. And I want to mention some of the things that the seniors accomplished this year. Those of you who saw the slideshow running were able to see some of the service projects that our members do. The National Organization of National Honor Society has certain expectations and requirements of a member, and they include that every member participates in a group service project. And in many schools, that group service project takes the form of tutoring, which makes sense. And that's true for our school as well. Our tutors provide that service after school at the Media Center for High School East students, and also at Intermediate East to support our friendly Rockets down the road. And that is a very valuable program where tutors make themselves available, whether students come for help or not, and students know they can come anytime to get that help. But the service projects that you're seeing are another aspect of the requirements from the national organization, that every individual member design, conduct, and execute an individual service project of their own. And that's a lot of work, and it's not easy, is it? As the seniors can attest, right? And probably if they had advice for the juniors, they'd say, that's not an easy thing to do. But I'm so impressed with the projects that they did this year. Thousands of people helped, thousands of dollars raised, thousands of one-on-one interactions in service to our community, and it is a lot to be proud of. And just for a moment, I'd like to give them a round of applause just for the service they've done. There's another aspect to our program which is not required, but we sometimes participate in fundraisers, and we have one that we call a flexible fundraiser, which gives students the choice of which beneficiaries they would like their fundraising to support. We have different categories that they can choose. However much money they've raised, they can choose how much of that money goes into each of those categories. And I just want to share a couple of those categories with you. We have a category for support to high school East families in need. And this year we were able to distribute $600 to 3 families in need at high school East identified by the guidance department to maintain their dignity and privacy. And we also were able to give 2 scholarships, Good Neighbor Hope Scholarship, to students who are deserving, hardworking, doing everything right to move toward their future, but probably not traditional scholarship recipients, probably not eligible for traditional scholarships. And we were able to distribute $250 to our scholarship program this year. In addition to that, I don't know if Mrs. Andrews is able to come a little closer to the stage for a moment, but we also have the class of 2023 NHS gave to the school, okay? And so I just want to give that to you. You can open it now. Come on up. That'll be fun. It'll be fun to watch her open it, right? She's going to giggle when she sees it. But I'll be explaining. So the school has an initiative to purchase enough TI-83 graphing calculators to support our entire school body when they take the tests. And so we had $225. So we're giving it to the calculator fund. These are just dollar store calculators, but they do work. But they represent, okay, so we're gonna transfer the $225 to you to go toward calculators or something else to support our student success.
Thank you. Thank you.
And if you're wondering where those dollar amounts come from, they come from the total amount raised by the seniors, in our senior members, but also the fact that each member then decided how much of their money they wanted to go where. They don't necessarily know what the totals will be, but by the time everybody's done choosing, you have certain totals, and of course we're going to honor that request. Another aspect of National Honor Society is that it is intended to be largely a student-run organization. Obviously, there's need for advisors to help guide the process and keep the process continuous from year to year, and to make sure everything's happening in a good and orderly fashion. But most of the work is supposed to be led by students, and this year's seniors did an amazing job putting together a leadership team and participating in so many different things. And between the officers and other members of the leadership team, really a very impressive job of keeping themselves organized, making sure that everything happened, making sure that everything happened on time. And I'm just very impressed by the work that they did this year. The ceremony itself will also be conducted by the seniors, by members of the leadership team. Each year, the seniors are hosting the juniors, but then members of the leadership team handle the details of the induction ceremony. So I'm going to be introducing them at this time, starting with our president, Megan Lord. Megan will be attending Dickinson College in the fall, studying political science, near and dear to my heart. And her service project this year, very caring for other people, taking a feminine hygiene product, distribution product to make sure that all of our students have access to what they need when they need it. This is followed by Vice President Jake Gurdon. If his parents let him go, he'll be attending the University of Alabama, studying economics and business. And his service project this year was to help institute an autism sensory room at one of our elementary schools, which was a great project over the summer. Good job, Jake. Our secretary, Rebecca Blees. Very highly organized young lady, very capable and competent. She'll be attending the College of New Jersey this fall, studying civil engineering, no surprise to anyone. And her service project this year, arranging for Christmas cards to soldiers overseas, and very worthwhile. Treasurer Dan DeRosa. Also attending the College of New Jersey in the fall, studying electrical engineering, and his service project was Cones for Cancer over at Mrs. Walker's Ice Cream to raise funds to support people in need with cancer. I would also like to point out that Dan, along with Aaron Beaudry and other members of the fundraising leadership team, helped to organize our fundraiser this year, Hearts with our community, developing and designing bingo cards to go out. Some of you probably saw those bingo cards if you were, contributors to that program. They did a lovely job. Our social media director, Corinne Pistol. Corey will be attending Montclair State University in the fall, and she'll be studying film and television production, which is quite fitting, very talented in that area. And her service project was to put together a video sharing information about different community service opportunities in our community, which our students and our faculty are often looking for, where can they do community service. So that was a great project. We have an additional member of the leadership team who participated on the service project committee and also on the induction planning committee, along with several other people. This is someone whose fellow leaders noted just the sheer amount of time, energy, and commitment given to these committees, working alongside and functioning with the level of responsibility and sense of service of an officer, even without the formal position. I think the mark of a true leader. If we can invite Joe McKenna to the stage. Jo will be attending Jacksonville University this fall, studying marine science, and her service project was creating informational posters and educating about the environment and how to help preserve it. So thank you, officers. I know we've been talking for them a lot, but they do deserve it, like all of our seniors do. And it has been a true honor. Megan Lord will be taking over, and I would be remiss not to mention what an excellent president Megan has been this year. She is kind, she is caring, she knows how to get things done, and it has been an honor to have her as a president this year.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to welcome you to our National Honor Society induction ceremony. When the National Honor Society was established in 1921, the hope was to create an organization that would recognize and foster academic achievement while developing other characteristics essential to citizens in a democracy. Character, service, leadership, and scholarship are ideals that remain as relevant today as they were in 1921. Through NHS chapter service activities, members maintain and extend the qualities that won them selection. Membership is thus both an honor and an obligation. These are the words of Timothy Dyer, past Executive Director of the National Association of the Secondary School of Principals, which oversees the national NHS organization. The NHS candidate is one who has successfully maintained a high academic average during his or her high school career while actively participating in extracurricular activities, contributing to the service of the school and community, and demonstrating leadership in various aspects of life. I light the center candle, symbolizing the light of knowledge. Membership in the Reader chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities held in high esteem by the Society. My 3 fellow officers and I will review these qualities for the candidate.
Character. Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives each one individuality and personality. It is that quality without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to gain the respect of others. It is the force of character which guides one through life, and once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant action and daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is self-control. We must be in reality what we wish to appear to others. By demonstrating such qualities as reliability, honesty, and sincerity, we may hope to prove by example that we value character.
Service. Service can be expressed in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work without monetary compensation and without recognition, but solely for the benefit of those in need, is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of tomorrow.
Leadership. Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school. By taking initiative in class, school activities, and the larger community, the real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest to the interest of others. The leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. Leadership is always needed, and therefore a substantial charge to each one of our members and candidates.
Scholarship. Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A committed student is willing to spend hours in reading and study, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has never ended, for true education never ends. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past and the light which illuminates the future. Candidates have the charge to continually expand their world through opportunities inherent in the quality of scholarship. Knowledge is also gained from those who come before us. So at this time, we would like to honor our senior class of 2023 members who were formally inducted last spring. We will be announcing their names, their intended college, and a description of their individual service project they were required to design, develop, and execute as an NHS member. Class of 2023 spring members, as your name is called, you are asked to stand with your bold carnation and remain standing until all senior members have been called. Most of the senior spring members will be announced in alphabetical order, followed by those who have volunteered to assist at the stairs and risers as a safety measure. Then our door managers, who remained at their posts until all audience members had arrived. And finally, our brave national anthem singer, Gianna Murdo, who is symbolically both first and last tonight, as she represents our country in service to all. We request that the audience please save all applause until after all the senior spring members are standing.
Ahmed Amr, who will be studying business analytics and information technology at Rutgers University. His individual service project for the year was a book round. Barbara Becker, who will be pursuing forensic science at LaSalle University. Her individual service project was an under the bleacher cleaning. Francesca Caccini, who will be majoring in nursing at the University of South Carolina. Her service project was an ABT recovery fundraiser. Ellie Clayton, who will be studying biomedical sciences at the University of Central Florida. Her service project was a Utah Bands fundraiser. Abigail Cole, who will be majoring in biomedical engineering at the College of New Jersey. Her service project was our annual Salvation Army trip. Catalina Corona, who will be pursuing autism, behavioral studies, and psychology at St. Joseph's University. Her service project was a suicide awareness fundraiser. Joshua Daniel, who will be studying special education at Westchester University. His service project was a DVD collection for special needs Spanish classes. Alexandra Denardi, who will be studying political science at the College of New Jersey. Her service project was a fundraiser for Syria and Turkey earthquake victims. Emerson Dirk, who will be pursuing political science at the College of New Jersey. Her service project was a clothing drive.
Megan Donovan, who will be studying civil engineering at Ohio State University. Her service project was shelter code beautification. Anna Gliata, who will be studying psychology at the University of South Carolina. Her service project was holiday cards for nursing homes. Abigail Goodall, who will be studying exercise science at the University of South Carolina. Her service project was an intermediate rocket retreat room. Samantha Impens, who will be studying exercise science at Rutgers University. Her service project was letters to soldiers. Kira Jacobus, who will be studying biochemistry at the University of Colorado Boulder. Her service project was a toy and card collection. Angelina Carlin, who will be studying fashion merchandising at Marist College. Her service project was a charity volleyball tournament. Dylan Lakowitz, who will be studying biomedical engineering at Virginia Tech. Her service project was a Caddis Island cleanup. Ava Ledeck, who will be studying computer science at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Her service project was a clothing drive. Taylor Mayer, who will be studying biology at the University of Delaware. Her service project was a Tom River Animal Shelter drive.
Christopher Malley, who will be studying biology at the College of New Jersey. His service project was a High School East Positive Affirmations outreach. Denise Ray Mendez, who will be studying nursing at Campbell University. Her service project was grocery shopping for senior citizens. Sophia Manza, who will be studying marketing at Sacred Heart University. Her service project was a walk for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Haley Mastay, who will be studying speech language technology at the College of New Jersey. Her service project was handmade doll toys for a state rescue shelter. Stephanie Mulcahy, who will be studying naval engineering at the U.S. Institute of Technology. Her service project was an animal shelter collection. Sophia Merlino, who will be studying biology at the University of Pennsylvania. Her service project was an orchestra concert at Lakeland Night. Haley Mitchell, who will be studying political science at the University of Delaware. Her service project was an SAAM collection for the prosecutor's office. Melanie Rivera will be studying psychology at Stockton University. Her service project was a field of dreams, Zumba, and Pilates fundraiser. Kristen Moore will be studying nursing at Sacred Heart University. Her service project was a Go Red for Women Heart Healthy Food Track.
Caleb Monroe, who will be studying biology at Northeastern University. Her service project was tulip planting in Seaside Park. Sophia Benevento, who will be attending Rutgers University New Brunswick Business School. Her service project was a shoe collection. Courtney Russell, who will be studying nursing at James Madison University. Her service project was a book drive. Shannon Stackelback, who will be studying business management at Rowan University. Her service project was nursing home cards. Michael Talercio, who will be studying biology and physical therapy at Seton Hall University. His service project was restoring hope for humanity. Ella Tortorella, who will be studying marketing at the University of Tampa. Her service project was a Seaside Park cleanup. Madison Wade, who will be studying finance at Fairfield University. Her service project was a Shelter Cove beach cleanup. Aiden Basile, who will be studying civil engineering at the University of South Carolina. His service project was a beach cleanup. Erin Beaudry, who will be pursuing environmental studies at Virginia Wesleyan University. Her service project was an end of the summer splash paddle race.
Michael Bruno, who will be studying real estate and the built environment at the University of Maryland. His service project was a classroom recycling project. Jared Guy, who will be studying political science at the University of Georgia. His service project was a teddy bear drive. Maxon Honeycutter, who will be studying mechanical engineering at the University of Maryland. His service project was complete care packages at Bailey. Hector Miliana, who will be studying health sciences at Valley Forge Military College. His service project was a cultural expo. Ryan Fortunato, who will be studying aerospace engineering at the University of Alabama. His service project was a toy drive for Special Children's Hospital and a fundraiser for Marines Research Facility. Ethan Smith, who will be studying criminal justice at Coastal Carolina University. His service project was a clothing drive. Gianna Murtha, who will be studying political science at Monmouth University. Her research project was environmental safety and school beautification. Seniors, please turn to the audience for a moment. Seniors, we thank you for your service as members of the class of 2023 of the Raider chapter of the National Honor Society.
As a reminder, class of 2023 senior members who were selected in the fall were officially inducted as members at that time, but we also honor them now as a part of our formal induction ceremony. We will be announcing their name, their intended college, and a description of their individual service project they are required to design, develop, and execute as an NHS member. Class of 2023 fall members, as your name is called, you are asked to come to the stage where you will write your name and our chapter registry and receive your articles of membership from members of the leadership team. We request that the audience please save all applause until after all fall senior members are on the stage. Alyssa Albino, who will be studying at Seton Hall University to become a physician assistant. Her individual service project was music therapy at Eastover Elementary. Chloe Amos, who will be studying physical therapy at Sacred Heart University. Her individual service project was a beach cleanup at Seaside. Elizabeth Carpintero, who will be studying biology and pre-med at Rutgers University. Her service project was a cultural expo. Madison Chiapetta, who will be majoring in biology at the University of Florida. Her service project was a Dairy Queen fundraiser at St. Jude's. Francesca Cochio, who will be studying engineering at Nova Southern Eastern University. Her service project was a book collection. Caitlin Coangelo, who will be studying nursing at East Stroudsburg University. Her service project was a donation to our community medical center. Gianna Patulli, who will be majoring in biochemistry at Ramapo College of New Jersey. Her service project was a Spring Oaks Drive. Haley Pagliaro, who will be studying marketing at Ramapo College of New Jersey. Her individual service project was Change for CHOP.
Gabriel Palomino, who will be studying chemical and biochemical engineering at Rutgers University. His service project was an alcohol awareness presentation. Ariana Ponce, who will be pursuing political science at Rutgers University. Her service project was a domestic violence shelter clothes drive. Natalie Rosas, who will be majoring in nursing at Rutgers University School of Nursing. Her service project was 5th grade Valentine's Day French lessons. Chloe Sexton, who will be studying psychology at Ithaca College. Her service project was a mental health awareness bulletin board. Javier Solis Villagoble, who will be pursuing biological sciences at the College of New Jersey. His service project was a beach cleanup. Isabella Soto, who will be studying general science at Ocean County College. Her service project was cupcakes for wildlife. I present to you our remaining senior members from the class of 2023 of the Raider chapter of the National Honor Society. We ask that everyone please stay in place. We'll allow for a few moments of pictures from your seats of our fall members as a group before we proceed with the rest of our ceremony.
Okay, you guys can return to your seats now. Thank you. Class of 2024 junior inductees. As your name is called, you are asked to come to the stage where you will be met by senior members of the leadership team who will assist you in this process. You will write your name in our chapter registry and receive articles of your membership. We request that the audience please save all applause until after all the junior inductees are in the position on stage. Moaz Amir. Shane August. Teresa Bagley. Amanda Barr. Juliana Batten. Charles Blida. Shannon Riles. Andrew Brush. Jack Chen. Jacob Chong. Isabella Cherubino. Vanessa Cesenia.
Alyssa Seaman. Jamie Crew. Ashley David, who unfortunately could not be with us tonight. Cody Duan. Caitlin Egan. Benjamin Beatty. Melina Flores. Peyton Gallagher. Felipe Jones. Madeline Hay. Victoria Hayden. Liam Healy.
Addison Seneca. Katrian Hutman. Lily Kenny. Ryan Lewis. Olivia McIver. Isabel Mack. Valerie Merriman. Jack Micah. Haley Moen.
Aaliyah Megaria. Sheila Nelson.
Madison Nitty.
Taylor Nitty. Kira Palandrano. Ava Riley. Dylan Romeo. Samantha Sosnick. Sophia Stoneham. James Tritta. Rocco Uzzolino. Natalie Waldman. John Watson. And Ashley Wojcik.
In addition to the junior inductees on the stage, we would like to ask all other senior members as well as any other guests who are former NHS members, to please stand in place by their seats so they may share this moment with us as we recite our pledge. This is also the final step of the induction process for our juniors before they are officially members. We are now going to begin our pledge. I pledge myself to uphold the high purpose of this society to which I have been selected, striving in every way, by word and deed, to make its ideals the ideals of my school and of my life. I pledge to maintain my high scholastic standing, to hold as fundamental and worthy an untarnished character, to endeavor intelligently and courageously to be a leader, and to give myself freely in service to others. I will strive to be at all times a model student and will never knowingly bring reproach upon my school. I present to you now our newest members, the class of 2024 of the Raider chapter of the National Honor Society. Congratulations to you. Seniors, you can sit, but juniors, just gonna hang out here for a second. Once again, we ask everyone to please stay in place before we proceed in photographs in just a few minutes. At this time, we would like to thank and acknowledge the following people: the Toms River Board of Education, our District Central Administration, Mrs. Erin Andrews, and the rest of the High School East Administration, faculty, and staff for their support of all of our activities, the NHS Faculty Council for their time and dedication, Gianna Murto, as well as our merry band of musicians for sharing their impressive musical talents, our school photographer, Mrs. Allison Goodwin, for contributing her excellent photography skills, Mrs. Carol Nigro for printing our programs, Mrs. Helen Clem for coordinating refreshments for this evening, Mr. Mike Yost and his excellent custodial staff for all of their hard work for tonight, for several of our other NHS projects and events, and of course throughout the year. And most importantly, our two amazing advisors. Ms. Morgan, thank you for always being there for us throughout the school year for whatever it may be. Whether it's NHS related, educational, or personal, you have always given us amazing insight on how to continue on. We appreciate all that you have done and would not have been as successful without your help. Mrs. Climack, we are so honored for you to join our chapter as an advisor this year. Although our time together was short, we are so grateful to have met you. We know you are going to do amazing things with future classes and cannot wait to hear about it. Thank you, our audience, for coming, and congratulations again to all of our members. Please stay and enjoy the refreshments, and after Mrs. Goodwin has finished taking photographs of all of our junior members together, you are of course also welcome to continue taking photographs on the stage, including with our seniors and juniors, with family members and groups, or as individuals as you wish. Spring senior members are reminded to assist with cleanup after the event. We thank you all, and we hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.